What's the deal with all these new fandangled video games, eh? A fat man jumps on the turtle and everyone cheers him on. Yet, when I do it, the cops get called on me? Ah, yes, video games. A very common hobby amongst children and grown children alike. Little do you know, that random in your Fortnite squad who's carrying you is some 8-year-old from a foreign country. It's really no wonder that gaming is a hobby that can be enjoyed by literally anyone and everyone. Much like movies, there's many genres of games that people will either really enjoy and find fun, or find a complete waste of time. The problem is, at the minute, a lot of games feel like they're a complete waste of time. Not to be like, back in my day, but even 5 to 10 or so years ago, people were getting really hyped for iconic releases like Bloodborne and Life is Strange. But now, there's just nothing. Okay, nothing seems like a bit of an overstatement. 2026 is going to be a huge year for the gaming industry because, again, we're getting iconic releases like GTA 6 and Resident Evil Requiem, and potentially even the new Elder Scrolls. But after that, what's next? Exactly. There's going to be new releases because, well, the gaming industry is forever expanding, but the fatigue is setting in very fast because it feels like year after year, we're getting the exact same game. For the horror genre, it's either A, mascot horror jumpscare slop, or B, fetch quest in a creepy environment, and then maybe a few cool sequences. Nothing is fun anymore because it's repetitive. It's the same 3 tropes played up over and over and over again, which makes it easier for streamers and content creators to react to because you do the exact same thing you did last stream. You scream. That's another thing. We can't really talk about the current state of the gaming industry without talking about streamers and content creators, because I truly believe they have a massive impact on how well a game is perceived. Let's take Peak, for example. A lot of people label it as one of those friend slop games that will die off in a couple of months or so because streamers are going to move on to the next new and shiny thing. We've seen it happen before. It happened to games like Gmod all the way back in 2015, Among Us in 2020, and eventually it's going to happen to Peak in the near future. And that's just a 5-year cycle. I'm by no means saying that I want Peak to fall off, like I'm not talking out of spite here because I don't have the game, I'm talking from a business standpoint. Content creators are forever trend hopping to boost their numbers and make the most money they physically can. That's just the nature of platforms like YouTube and Twitch. It's like how Labubu's and Iced Matcha were absolutely huge on TikTok until they were satirized because of how popular they became in such a short amount of time. They had their time in the sun, now they're being left to rot. Friend slop this, friend slop that, trend this, trend that, sequel this, sequel that. It's also predictable, and that's why you're not finding games fun anymore. There's no anticipation because you know what's going to happen way before you even finish the game. I guarantee you, I can already predict what's going to happen in GTA 6. They're going to get in trouble after quote-unquote one last ride, and one of the main characters is going to get shot, but they're not going to die because we all know that there's 2 playable characters in the game from a leak that came out ages ago. Oh, I kind of outed myself there. Leaks. Everyone knows what leaks are and has either one of 2 reactions to them. You either go, woo, yeah, leaks, tell me everything so I know what to expect, or, ew, leaks, don't spoil anything for me. Both reactions are completely valid because, you know, you might want to look into something before you consider buying it, or, on the contrary, you might just want to jump in blind and experience things for yourself as and when they happen. The game might be shit, but you're going to have fun with it because it's shit and you're finding out in the moment. But that just about does it for this video. The gaming industry is in a weird state at the minute because, obviously, as we all know, it's far from failing. If anything, it's in one of the best states it's ever been in a while, with indie devs having their great comeuppance and games like LATASHÁ winning multiple awards at the Game Awards. I know there's a running joke of the PS5 not having any games and the Xbox having negative games because their console exclusives are being put on Steam and, you know, other consoles, but, if anything, that just proves that there are games. Sure, the market is full of AI slop, sequels to franchises that have gone on for far too long, and flavor of the week games. But once we look past those, we can see games that have a lot of passion and thought put into them, like Silksong and, well, basically any Kojima game. Not to glaze the man, but he is truly a genius, especially when it comes to naming his characters. Like, look at this guy. I wonder what his name is. My point is, gaming is still fun, but it's only as fun as you make it. Of course, you're going to find games you play often boring after a while because you're going to get fatigued. So, pick up something else. When I find myself getting bored of a game like Destiny 2, you know, it's very grindy, very monotonous, I go and play a different game like LATASHÁ, because that's how I stay sane and don't end up murdering anybody.